These things were designed by walking tanks.
They weren't for you. Don't flatter yourself.
Which way is Amaril's office?
That's not it. How do I get up there? Oh, here's the thing.
Oh, hello. We might be able to get out from here.
Third-person shooter platforming is the worst. I was expecting like Zelda style that you jump whenever you walk off of something. It's not the case. You actually have to jump.
Oh, hello.
This game is very finicky. Although that could also just be me doing that again. That thing where I go, I've failed. Let's figure out whose fault other than mine it must be.
Try that again.
But it let me up there last time. Oh, you don't have to jump onto it. You walk on? Ha. Alright, I'll play your game.
We might be able to get out from here. I'm guessing this isn't the usual employee route.
Do I jump over there?
I knew that Monarch had technology to let their soldiers move in stutters, but this was bigger than that. Somehow, time flowed normally in that area. Suddenly, Monarch's lack of concern about time stopping made a hell of a lot more sense.
Okay.
Dr. Amaril's office must be close. No alarms. Looks like nobody here knows about the mess I made on the way in. Nice job, Beth.
Now, look. It's just math. The more people, the bigger the area we need to prove, and the less time we're gonna have.
So he's letting Clarice Ogawa, the person who was doing the treatments for Paul. No, I've aided in Jack Joyce's escape from his cell. He was here to kidnap Dr. Amaral. Moving forward with our agenda, we send Monarch into a state of chaos. We ensure Paul Serene's downfall. Have the Stetson sabotage the drone. Yep, drone surveillance. Sophia is Paul's only resource capable of developing the treatments he needs. With her out of the picture, we only need to destroy his remaining treatments to render Paul helpless as his sickness grows. All his treatments are kept in Dr. Trim's labs. I will ensure X was destroyed. That was why, I guess, that was part of what we were seeing in the episode. A bunch of people showed up to the lab and started shooting. Although, I guess that was because an alarm was set off. Oh, they're saying Paul's... Oh, okay. Paul does not have long to live then. What's that post-it note? Call sales. Mun per D. It's pretty good. This is Beth. All right, so we know more about Fiona now. Beth writing to Fiona saying, "We're Jack Joyce's MR customer." Key to retrieving the countermeasure. Solution is in sight. We need to kidnap Sophia Amaral. Jack gave himself up as part of a plan to get inside. Poor man's Trojan horse. Desperate times, desperate measures. He lowers security in and around the R&D facility. She had planned to go access Dr. Kim's lab anyway. Couldn't get a hold of shameless flirting. Jack is the key to obtaining the countermeasure, but the evidence is really stacking up that Dr. Kim knew something about the device, all the research he did. That's why she was like, no, wait, give me a minute. And he's like, no, we don't have time. We gotta go. I don't know why that email is on that computer. Of this guy and his TPS reports. Instructions for tonight. Burke and Joyce are considered exceptionally dangerous. So he's got lots of people he was keeping in the dark. Very few people probably know. Oh. Very few people probably know that he actually wants to sabotage Monarch.
Yeah, Amaral had tried to warn Paul. The end of time was approaching quickly. Less than 24 hours away.
Mr. Serene believed it would take years to run its course. Admittedly, he was wrong.
Oh, so this person that's interviewing us, because this whole thing is one big flashback, right? We start the game off, and he's sitting in an office talking to somebody, and they keep providing voiceover as he's telling her everything that happened. And that person is Claire Ogawa, the person who just met with Martin in the episode. Transcribe what I recall from my dreams. I still have doubts that this exercise will alleviate symptoms. I'm willing to explore the idea further. For someone who's not a medical doctor, let alone a mental health professional, take great interest in that, but I don't appreciate it. Haunting image of 7 red doors. Each door had a wrought iron handle that was dripping liquid metal onto the ground, creating a pool in the middle of the room. I looked down into the aqueous metallic glow at my feet to see my own glimmering image, revealing that I had aged half a lifetime. Startled, I looked back up to discover that only one door remained. Jack Joyce stood in front of it. The heat was overwhelming. Jack was sweating, skin red and peeling open. He begged me to take him back home, but there was no door leading home. I opened the only door and left, discovering that we were back in the same room we had just exited. The door again. I followed him over and over as he desperately opened the doors, forever leading us back to where we started. The heat grew and he howled in pain, begged me to know why I made the other doors disappear. He begged me to bring the other doors back. He begged me to take him home. The iron pool burst into flames. Jack screamed in agony. I grabbed him and told him we needed to endure the heat to embrace the flame. I knew it would pass inevitably, or eventually. Dancing to the movement of the flames until my bones. I was no longer one being in one place and time. My life force spread evenly across the flames until I was no longer an individual in one body, but a grander shifting entity. I felt Jack being consumed within my essence. I felt a power within the heat, a clarity of intent. I forgot about my desire to ever return from the flames, because the body that once desired to return was lost forever. I became the very thing that I entered, and it became me, a cyclical fury chasing itself. Ouroboros. Delmore Schwartz was right. Time is the fire. It was years ago. Oh, Dream Journal number 1. Alright, from 3 years ago. When he sees the whole picture, he'll have no choice but to believe. We all had our doubts once. You showed us the light. So that seemed to be a premonition of him becoming a shifter. Losing his body and becoming a shifter. Give us years until it does not match up. We do not know why the original projection was wrong and why that data, which we do consider reliable, coming from Mr. Serene, seems to entirely contradict our current findings.
That there looks like what Beth wanted. Oh, shit. Emerald's at the party. The stutter won't last. I better find a way out of here and get to the party.
It'll last as long as I need it to. Shifters, and this is maybe going to... No, this is way more information than we had before. Okay. And we saw these x-rays before. Somebody commented on them, I think. Do not seem to have a stable physical presence. The data appears to be fragmented and contradictory, as if there were countless versions of the subject occupying the same space. Current theory is they somehow exist in a persistent state of quantum superposition. Schrodinger's cat, alive and dead at the same time. The full mechanics and implications of this exceed our current understanding, but on a practical level it makes them highly resistant to injury. May kill one of the aspects, but okay. Cause its wave function to collapse from the superposition to a single eigenstate. In practical terms, the shifter must be affected with deadly force enough times for it to run out of healthy versions of itself. Mobile repositories of vast amounts of chronon particles, and that they can only exist in a zero state, an area which has been depleted of chronon particles by a fault in the Meyer-Joyce field that encompasses the universe. This is all very techno-babbly. But we're deep in it. There's no coming out now. Shifters are hostile to any source of chronon particles other than themselves within stutters. They find themselves targeted. It appears that movement in stutters, by which we mean the very movement of particles within the space in which time flows, not merely the movement of an individual, disturbs them. Oh, is this stealth? Moving makes you visible to them? Or something? I don't know. Stutter-proofing technology. Solid protection. Time flows normally within a stutter-proofed area. Chronon dampeners. Works by I'm suddenly getting flashbacks to the Time Knife script or whatever it was called. Danny Time and the Time Knife. As this is basically just the same thing but with longer words. A chronon dampener works by annihilating free-floating chronon particles within a specified area. Shifter's forms are hypersaturated with chronon particles. They cannot enter an area in which a chronon dampener is active without their wave function collapsing. Right. Our own technology is shielded against the dampener's effects. Sure. His system constantly produces new chronon particles to replace ones that are lost. Just like me. Chronon field regulator. Have we read this before? Okay, so they have only one. Oh, that is the lifeboat. The chronon field regulator is what makes the lifeboat do what it does. Vital to our information, it's a policy to leave it intact. So someone else built it? Okay, Henry Kim built it, and they can't make another one. Gah. The background shifting is making it hard to concentrate on the text. But it's... Oh wait, isn't that literally what I just said? When the permanent stutterproofing installed on the lifeboat, the very stutterproofing is directed by the CFR, it becomes vastly more efficient. Okay. That was an Intel object. I'm not sure what's different about that. Okay. For those selected to be part of the lifeboat as scientists, technicians, support personnel, or some other role, it would be important to see and hear Paul Serene. Confidence in the program is vital. Right. To present a desirable and reassuring counterpoint to the services. Now, it will be only a few. Informational hygiene. Ooh. In order for our plans to succeed, partners, a demonstration of power and confidence. Our PR plan has been working well. Okay. It's actually a little... Hi, kitty. Just noticed the cat. Who would want that on their desk, staring at them all day long? It does, like, break the narrative a little bit that, like, he is supposed to be concerned that this stutter is going to end at any moment, and that, you know, he'll be walking around and everybody will be able to see him and whatnot. But because they have all of these collectibles that we need to interact with and spend time reading... Oh, can I go out there? Because there's all this stuff that I have to hang out and read. That's what he does. Do not use the radar tower entrance as a smoking area. Return your cup so nobody has to die. For security reasons, we have limited janitorial positions. Or to put it another way, your mom doesn't work here. If you hoard those coffee cups, will run out. And people run out of cups, people can't get their coffee. And without coffee, there will be murder. We all know this.
Quite expensive piece of tech you stole.
Bill me. I knew Beth's cover wouldn't last long. Had to get it to her at the party before it was too late.
The time machine core we obtained from the university has been reached Monarch HQ safely. Right, because Monarch didn't initially. No. Hang on. Paul was the one building. Young Paul was the one building. See, now I'm confused because I just realized that there should be two. There were two Pauls. Paul went back in time. Original Paul was the one. Paul and Will were working on it. This is going to take some time. It's going to take some time to figure out. And several playthroughs. Alright. They got the time machine core from the university and brought it to Monarch HQ. Core of the time machine. As you know, the core of the time machine is the time machine. The core around it is merely the user interface. It said, we don't intend to use it. Let me repeat that. There are no current plans to use the machine. We're not sure how safe it would be, given its initial activation has caused the fracture. Personally believe that the core has been activated. Further use would be safe. Okay. Taps into the minor joist. Somehow that connection has caused a fracture in the field. Apparently because of a misconfiguration. We are looking into the specifics. Until we know for sure, it would be irresponsible to use the machine. Having it in place gives us a degree of control. It allows us, in an emergency, to travel backward, although we obviously can go no further than to the time of its activation last night. Really? Okay. Obviously, being fully secured at a bonus restricted area on the top floor means nobody else can use the machine. I have to reiterate, the only person who may authorize use of the time machine is Paul Serene. I do not have that authority. Martin Hatch does not have that authority. The only person who does is Mr. Serene. He takes this issue very seriously. What? Where does it say that? On the mug? Okay, that was from Charlie to Fiona saying I had a weird dream about you. A very weird dream. Okay. So it looks like this is the first time I think that we actually got all of the narrative and in fact, does it say that in here? 82% discovered, it says. We got a bunch of stuff, but not all of them. Wait. Huh. I probably will not, like, take pains to do an actual complete and total 100% run of this. Whatever you have to do to get that. Is just too much. My entire life would become this game. So no, here's another.
Gun's made to operate in a stutter. Paul had clear priorities. When time ends, guns don't.
Oh, look what we found. Now, what do I need in order to get the last one? 6. Oh, no. Wait. Yeah, 6. Do I care about the time shield? Multi-take... Oh, okay. I'm going to take... Oh, that costs 2. Alright. I'll get the improved time rush next.
The Monarch combat gear was unwieldy. What I'd taken from Dr. Amaral's office was much lighter. Almost like a civilian model.
Also, why is this guy frozen? I guess he doesn't have it all the way on yet. Time is going to resume very soon, isn't it? Under Monarch HQ. Alright, this is the first we've heard of where it's actually located. Completely stutter-proof. Maintained with particles sourced from ground zero. Guarantee. Oh, this counts as a new area, maybe. Transported to the HQ and installed in the Monarch time machine frame on the top floor of the tower.
Oh, dude. Come on, you're at work.
Abstain together. Enjoy the tension. Got one more place to look. Oh, we can't get through there.
Garage. Sounds like the way out of this place.
That was a sneaky one.
Alright, that's it.
Oh, that's where I already was. Okay, time to leave. I haven't shot anybody in years. Probably play another half hour? I don't know. They're all over the place now. Have they really been that numerous and I just haven't noticed them?
All I had to do was make it through the garage. Seems simple enough.
And then time unfroze. Ugh.
All units, target has been sighted. Be on high alert.
No. Wrong button. Everything is wrong.
HQ, target sighted. Over. All units, target has been spotted. Over.
Oh my god, wait, why? There is another guy. Alright.
That alarm's not gonna make my life any easier. There's gotta be a way out of here. Oh, shit. Okay.
And oh, no fair! I thought I would be able to do the takedown. I was incorrect.
That's what I'm talking about.
Makes sense. You can't do the takedown on armored guys.
Beth, I got that device for you, but Dr. Emerald's at the party.
Yeah, I just spotted her. Wanna be my date?
Yeah, save me that cocktail weenie. I'll make my way there.
Serene's finished his speech and he knows you're loose. He's headed your way. Remember what we said. I'll keep him occupied, but switch to the Monarch frequency to make sure you stay out of his crosshairs.
Okay, I'll see you at the party.
Oh, hold on.
HQ, we need backup.
Oh,
It's
great.
Joyce. Over. HQ, Joyce is here.
Yeah, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Oh, that door closed? No fair. I'm always hitting shift when I mean dash. Oh, of course there's another guy there. Of course there's 3 more guys there. I am almost out of ammo. I got a little shotgun ammo left. Alright, what's the play?
Engaging target. Over.
All units, there is a hostile situation underway. We need all units on high alert.
Wow. I don't know what to blame that one on.
Frag out!
Does that not explode? Alright, I can take down this guy. He's normal.
That's all of them. That's the last of them.
I should probably be using that charge-up move more often. Was there an yeah, here's ammo.
Adventures in Flesh by L. Hakola. Chapter
hell?
11.
Is somebody playing
Submission.
an audiobook
When
over the radio?
Archibald finally
Whoever that
descended
is, shut it
into
off.
his basement,
Now.
His dungeon.
I think I'll just leave that right there.
Calm and collected,
Somebody find out where
in
that's coming from.
stark
This is
contrast
supposed to be a secure
to
channel.
Stress. He was still dressed in his impeccable suit of softest velvet, wearing the horn-rimmed glasses. It gave him an air of indisputable authority. Behind
Good evening, Riverport. It's Teresa here again. I've got a fresh bagel and a big cup of coffee and a perfectly lovely audience. And everything's all right.
I need the exact coordinates for Joyce ASAP. Monarch Actual is moving in to intercept. This is Home Guard 5. Just spotted him entering the tunnel system outside the party grounds.
I'm on my way.
He took out my entire squad. Requesting immediate backup in here. Attention all units. Reroute to the tunnels immediate.
Negative. Seal off all exit points, but I go in alone. He's mine.
Nice work. Huh. Again.
Am I up to 2 again now? Should I be doing all of the... Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's not bad. That's not a bad idea. Time stop, increase strength. Yeah, we're gonna do both of those. What's increased threat? Okay, that's enemies remain revealed for longer. This is alright. Time stop, size increase would be nice. But I think I like that. I like that multi-takedown, but that's not going to be useful in the... It's going to be cool. I don't know if it's going to be useful. Maybe, though. Yeah, let's get that next. Or get more time dodging. That's what we need. Save up for 6 points for that.
I could see the mansion where the gala was. I had to find a way to get there.
Oh, over there. That's pretty. That's very pretty. Can I make
I
this
could
jump?
see the energy field of another Monarch Chronon dampener. It would drain my powers. I'd have to find a way to shut it off.
I guess I have to... I think I can make that, but I did jump too soon. I'm still stuck in Arkham thinking that spacebar is run fast.
Again. What have we got here? I could see the mansion where the gala was. I had to find a way to get there. I could see the energy field of another Monarch Chronon dam. It would drain my powers. I'd have to find a way to shut it off. My powers won't work within that sphere. I better be careful.
Okay, his powers won't work, but he will still be... He'll still be able to move. That's not the power that gets removed. Where is the source? Over there somewhere. I'm gonna have to kill all these guys.
Secure.
It's possible that I was supposed to stealth that.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Wow, somebody is hitting me for lots of damage. It's you. Oh, I'm dead. That was not as effective as I might have liked. Let's try this. Oh, I can't take down them. That's no good. Okay, I guess shooting works. I'll stop being clever and I'll just shoot people. No, I won't. I mean, I recover health and they don't.
You were headed for the party. What was your plan?
I needed to get to Dr. Amaral before the stutter ended and Monarch found out I was coming.
Oh. This is not... Jump from the roof? Yes.
This is the only tunnel entrance Joyce could have entered through.
Secure the exit. I'm going in alone.
Sir, are you sure you don't want support?
We've seen what Jack can do. I'm the only one who can stop him. If he gets to the mainland, we lose him for good. Secure the exit.
Beth should be here somewhere. Need to get to her before the stutter ends.
Swoon text message. Serene just finished the speech. I can't take it. He's too much. I swear I could eat that guy up with a spoon.
Mr. Serene's speech had been a success.
The world was falling apart, but the wine and cheese crowd was enjoying their little goddamn soiree.
What's interesting is that if we had what's his name? When Paul made the choice. Paul made the choice at the end of Act 2 to either give the speech himself or have Martin give the speech, and there was the implication that if Martin gave the speech that he would, like, sabotage it? Like, that it would end with all of the people, with Monarch, like, falling to pieces. Oh, there's Beth.
Easy, Beth. Hey! It's okay. It's me.
Jesus. Look at all this.
Oh, this is your style. These people have no idea I've been shooting at half of Paul's little amusement park.
Yeah, well, Monarch does. I don't think my cover's gonna last.
Yeah, well, I don't think it would do much good for the next part anyway.
Okay, Dr. Amaral somewhere inside the mansion. Let's go grab her. Bit of luck, we can be gone before anybody notices.
Okay, lead the way. What's our plan once we grab her?
There's a boat dock right outside the mansion.
Okay, we can make that work.
Oh, what a wonderful note to end the stream on. Part 2 of the screenplay of Time Knife. Everything else can wait. We need Bruce Livingstone's script. Hey Sophia, still haven't got any notes back from you on the first half of my screenplay, but I'm finished with the second half now, so I'll send it your way. Let me know what you think. Time Knife. Written by Bruce Livingstone. Bruce has just had his best friend killed by his boss, Paul Marine. Bruce now has a time knife that sends things through time if he stabs them. He is going to Paul Marine's wedding now to tell his girlfriend, Sophine, not to marry him because he's a real shitty guy. Interior, wedding, building, day. It is a wedding. Paul Marine and his girlfriend, Sophine, are getting married. Sophine is real attractive. If most girls are ham sandwiches, then she is a 16-ounce steak. Bruce enters the wedding building. Bruce. Stop! Sophine. Bruce, I am so happy that you came. Bruce, you can't marry Paul Marine. He's a real shitty guy. Paul Marine, he's lying. Bruce, I'm not. He killed my best friend with time bullets. But that's impossible. Time travel doesn't exist yet. That's what they want us to think. But I actually have a knife that is also a time machine and sends people through time when I stab them. I want to believe you, but that doesn't make sense. I will prove it. Bruce grabs Sophine's mom. Here is a bunch of money for lottery tickets. Bruce gives Sophine's mom a bunch of money for lottery tickets. He stabs her with the time knife, but gently, not violently, just so that she will travel through time. She disappears. Sophine's mom enters the wedding building. She is now wearing different clothes. Sophine's mom. He is right. He stabbed me gently with the time knife, and I was sent to the past. He also gave me a bunch of money, which I used to buy a lottery ticket that I knew would win, and now I have $1 million. You helped my mom become rich. Thank you, Bruce. You made me rich the first moment I saw you, rich in my heart. With love. I always loved you most, but Paul Marine and I just got married. You're too late. Or is he? The minister pulls off his mask. He is actually George Washington. George Washington. Bruce knew you were getting married, so he stabbed himself and traveled to the past, then stabbed me, so that I would be sent to this time. I then pretended to be a wedding minister for the ceremony, but I am actually not a minister at all, which means the marriage isn't official. You did all of this for me? Yes, I stabbed George Washington because I love you. Also, the man you were about to marry wasn't actually Paul Marine. Paul Marine takes off his mask. It's Slobbo, Bruce's best friend. This is actually a fake wedding. I saved Slobbo's knife and then had him disguise himself as your boyfriend to make this look real, but it was actually a test to see if we were meant to be. The only thing meant to be is your death! Sophine pulls out a gun. She pulls off her mask. It's the real Paul Marine. But how? I followed you to the past using my time bullets and discovered your plan to marry Sophine, so I already married Sophine in the past. She didn't want to, but then I showed her this baby. Paul Marine reveals a baby. I told her that this baby was actually our baby from the future, and that I used time bullets to travel with the baby back to the past to show her that we had a family together in the future. But in reality, it is just a baby I stole that isn't mine. Then whose baby is it? The real Sophine enters, wearing futuristic pants and a shirt. Ours? The second time Paul Marine disguised himself as a hot woman. You're not wrong. We could discuss the true meaning of time knife for hours. Let's not get into that. The real Sophine enters wearing futuristic pants and a shirt. Ours? Are you Sophine from the future? Yes. You are very quick to understand things. I came to the past to tell you that in the future, you and I got married, Bruce. We had a very active and highly satisfying sex life, which led to the birth of our future child, Uruguay. That is the baby that Paul Marine is holding. He stole our baby. But why? Paul Marine stole our baby and then traveled to the past so that he could use the baby as a lie to trick younger me to marry him instead by saying that it was actually the baby that he would have with me in the future. The past version of me believed him, and because of that, I married Paul Marine instead and no longer ever marry you at all. Oh, man. It's over, Bruce. We're married. Until death do you part. Bruce pulls out the time knife. Paul Marine pulls out his gun with the time bullets inside. They have the best fight of any movie ever. At the end, Bruce has Paul Marine with a knife to his neck. It's been a slice. Bruce lifts his knife up to cut Paul Marine. You won't get me this easy. Paul Marine aims the gun at himself and shoots himself 30 times. The clip is bigger than a regular pistol. Paul disappears, but then 30 Paul Marines appear. Enter. I shot myself 30 times so that I was sent to many different times at the same time, which meant there were 30 of me. Now we are all here to kill you, which means that each of you has a time bullet inside of you. Of course, but I made sure that we were all shot in areas that have no vital organs, and we will get the bullets removed after we kill you. Unfortunately for you, I traveled to the past earlier and took your gun and added an electric charge on each of your time bullets. I control the electric charges with this handheld detonator. No! Yes, it's quite shocking. Bruce presses his detonator. All 30 Paul Marines are electrified from the inside. Their skin peels open all over like sausages that are left on the barbecue for too long that peel open all over. The Paul Marines all die. Consider this my resignation. Goo goo gaga. Oh yeah. God bless America. Bruce and Sophie make out. Bruce waits a few seconds for the audience to stop applauding before saying her next line. Congratulations, you passed the test. What test? We always believed you were the chosen one, so we traveled to the past to test you and make sure. We now believe you are ready to fight the ultimate villain from the future. Okay. Who is the ultimate villain? His name is Paul Marine. But I just killed Paul Marine. No. The Paul Marine you have known this whole time has actually been an actor from the future that we paid to play Paul Marine for the test. The actual Paul Marine is exactly the same, but he lives in the future. He was an actor, which means my job was fake as well. Yes. That is the only reason why you were kept in a low-level position for so many years without a single promotion, and it appeared that people didn't give you the respect you clearly deserve, because in reality, you are the chosen one. It all makes sense now. We must travel to the future. Are you ready? Looks like it's time to find out. Bruce puts on his shades. George Washington waves the American flag. End of movie. Bruce Savage will return in Time Knife 2, The Reckoning. Should I even play the rest of this game? I mean, I feel like I pretty much get the idea of it. We've read both halves of Time Knife. There can be nothing else.
That drone.
It's in the wrong place at the wrong time, literally.
All right.
Jack, Dr. Amaral's in there. We need to get her out before time kicks back.
Oh, I can't walk in the door, huh? Okay.
We shouldn't wait. Let's go get Dr. Amaral.
I'm waiting for you. Okay.
Jack, get her moving before time kicks back in and that drone turns us into paste.
Let's get to it, Doctor.
What? Oh no. That's gonna be good. It's really happening. You're Jack Joyce. You're here to kill me?
No, but you're coming with us. We need your expertise.
No.
I'm not asking.
It's collapsing.
There was never a warning before time resumed before, was there? Or was there? No, maybe there was.
Where's the damn boat?
It's right there.
Hey, go! Get her on the boat. I'll keep you busy.
Come on, Doctor. Hurry up. You'll never get away with this.
Shit.
Get in.
Joyce! Somehow we got right past us. Don't let them escape. Somebody call 911.
Alright, so with that, let's...
They're closing the gate. We'll be sitting ducks here unless you get it open for us.
Alright, let's leave it right there. Is there actually a save? Like a... It seems like it just auto-saved. And I'm sure it would auto-save after that part right there. So, we're done for the night. I would like to keep going with this sometime later this week. Probably not Friday or Saturday, so I don't think I'm going to be streaming Friday or Saturday, so I won't be able to stream tomorrow. So I'm hopefully we'll play this Wednesday and Thursday so that I can make some good progress through the game. I am enjoying it. After the first session, for some reason, I I was like, oh, maybe you just won't play it. But it's fun and interesting, and I can see how we're going to, like, we're gonna have the story keep getting more and more complicated. We've seen glimpses. I totally did not anticipate what Martin was saying, and the reveal of Dr. Kim being like what do you call it? Like a Schrodinger ghost of some kind was also like an interesting reveal. That's something I wasn't really. I didn't know if we'd see something like that in this game. It's weird. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what else happens in this game.